What it is.
I'm just concerned. I want to make sure you ain't trapped nowhere.
No, I'm not trapped. I got this. I got this, bub.
All right.
Damn. That's what's
Yo,
up. Damn, yo,
You
y'all
still
can
waiting
hear
on
me
me?
good?
nigga
Yeah.
Bub said it's giving dungeon vibes.
Yo,
Yeah,
get
we're
nervous.
waiting on Chief. What you eating, Chief? Listen, some people like it in a dungeon. That's true. You go down
How old is your son?
He's 10.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Old ass son.
He's 10. He can't be
you say
next
like
door
that's
to
not
me.
your nephew,
Right? Wait, why
Nah,
can't he be next door to you, sis?
He can't be next. He knows he tell everything. Mm-mm.
What's going on next door, sis?
He knows me.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Yes, Alex.
See, there they go with that shit, sis. Don't listen to them.
Don't start. All right, we're live.
Why these, that's why these heifers is single talking that shit, man. Yo, Alex on her Beyonce Sierra shit. She married telling you all
There
that
you
bullshit. Don't believe her.
There you go. I believe in sexual liberation, okay? We already had this
Of
conversation.
course you would. You sold up, nigga. You been sold up for 4 years.
Whatever.
Sis, don't listen to them niggas, man.
Listen, do you
Oh my god.
live your life?
Sis, listen to me close. Both of the married women who don't got no skin in the game telling you go out here and whore yourself out. Don't listen to
They
them.
hard. Did nobody?
That's not what they
Nobody
said.
said
Nobody
what
said
I'm
here you
about.
Out.
But
Nobody-
get the edge taken off.
Yeah, you get the edge taken off every so often, sis. Knock
They
that
did
off.
not say that, Hampton. I don't know why you got that
What
from
you think
that.
they said?
They said
A
you
nigga gonna
only
choose you
live
either way.
once.
Let her talk. Go ahead, sis.
No, they said you only live once. Make
What
sure.
that mean?
Do you put your son in the basement?
What that mean? Go ahead, keep
That means
going.
give up that tang. That's what that means.
Yeah, come on, man.
Listen, that's her house. She ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody.
Listen, it
Look.
could be one person she giving it to.
Look, here they go. Now, sis, you notice they're trying to backpedal and clean it up. I told you the truth earlier.
Listen,
But they didn't say that I had. They didn't say there was a revolving door.
Don't worry about what they said. Just understand what they meant.
Well, what was the truth that you told her?
Right.
Huh?
What was the truth that you told her?
Close your fucking legs. That's what you need to do.
And keep them close. What are you talking about? You sound
Don't
crazy.
listen to them. Don't, sis, listen to me. Don't listen to them. They don't know shit.
A man who's
See,
married.
Bub started this. Bub did this.
Yo, I ain't started damn
Bob
thing.
ain't starting nothing, man.
Ask you questions.
Listen to him who's
All right.
laying alone and spreading it wide every day before he got married. Cut it out.
I'm a boy.
Tell him, Asia.
I'm a boy.
This. Keep them cobwebs
Yeah,
off.
all right, Asia. You ever threw a house party before?
I have, yes.
Now, what happens when you throw a house party? You got 30 people. Does everybody take everything with them when they leave?
If there's extras.
Does everybody take everything with them when they leave?
No.
They usually leave stuff behind.
Oh, if they bring it to eat and drink and they
Do they ever leave stuff behind?
I'm not sure what you're trying to get
What if
at.
they stain the couch? Do you ever get that stain quite out?
Yes. I have purposely have
This nigga's a liar. Listen to me.
There you go. No, I do.
They
I
leave stuff behind, right? Don't they not? They might stain something, scratch something. You never can quite get it the same as before they left.
But they don't go in certain rooms.
Understand? Understand. Your vagina is analogous to that. So every time you let somebody in that motherfucker, they bruise something up. Something gonna be shaped a little different. And then sometimes when you throw a party, you invite the wrong people in which they never came. You remember that?
Okay. Well, again,
Understand that your vagina is the sis, she ain't saying nothing.
You're
Understand that your vagina is the same exact way.
Your vagina's a party. Have fun.
Party house.
Party in the puss. Listen, it's gonna snap right back every time. It does. Baby, this snaps back. It's gonna
Listen, man.
Party house.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. We here. This is Might Be Risky, episode 81. Shout out to us. We've been grinding. Asia, what's good?
Hey, what's going on?
No doubt, no doubt. Bub, what up?
What's popping?
Q was shaking.
Ain't shit. What's going on with y'all?
Regular. Isha, what up?
What's up? What's up?
Sis, what's good?
Hey.
Mary, what up?
What's up? What's up?
Mr. Wayne, I like your shirt.
Oh, come on, man.
This nigga.
Damn.
Oh no.
What you say him? Hey, Adrian, blink twice if you're
Yeah, man. Fuck that shirt, man.
Damn,
Alex.
man.
Maybe.
He just smiling.
Chief was good.
I'm cooling, man. How you doing?
I'm regular, bro. Don't give out no tardies at your school, nigga. I'm watching you.
Whatever, B. I was early. Don't play me.
Kind of. All right, man. I like this topic for the night. I think it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, this will be a fun one. You know what I'm saying? But maybe not. I mean, given the conversation we just had, it's obvious that people are going fucking senile. Because all of a sudden, Asia got some shout that nobody else has that gets every stain out. Come on, man. So
Hilarious.
Cleaning woman.
let's do it. All right, my first question. Let me see. Where is it? Hold on. All right. I'm just gonna ask it. If your husband/man loses a fight in front of you, do you lose respect or some type of something for him? The reason why I put some type of something because I know y'all try to say, "Oh no, it's not respect," whatever. So some type of something. If your husband/man loses a fight in front of you, do you lose respect or some type of something for him? Go ahead, Alex.
Yes, if he loses a fight, a race, a game, anything, we're gonna have a chat behind the scenes. Like, what were you doing? What were you thinking?
Damn. So, so if he lose anything?
So they had his chapter alphas. They had like a softball game. Mm-hmm. They was playing and like they were terrible. But Kool-Aid was the only one who hit it, and he ran home. And then he pulled his hamstring. When I say to you, I was so mad, and I went over to the side. I was just like, "What were you doing? Are you out the whole game?" He was like, "I pulled my hamstring." I was like, "You should have stretched before. Like you look crazy sitting over here." Like I was so upset.
You was like, really? You felt it inside? You was that upset?
Cause I was like on the other side of this. Like, of course, I was concerned that he was hurt, but when I saw him sitting over there, I was just like, "You really not about to get up? Like, are you playing? Are you faking?" Mm-hmm. So when they have their game again, we're gonna have to stretch before so that you don't embarrass me like that again.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Woof. Jesus Christ, Mary. If your husband lose a fight, you lose respect for him?
We're not losing. I'm jumping in. We're not losing.
Oh my God.
If I'm there, we're not losing.
Let me explain something to you. If me and P get in a fight in a hypothetical and I happen to win and you jump in, I'm a dog walk both of y'all ass. So don't think for 1 second you got a chance because you been going to that Planet Fitness, nigga. They don't even got real weights in that motherfucker.
Listen, I'm jumping in.
So I'm gonna ask you again.
Whatever in the trunk. I'm jumping in this shit.
I'm gonna ask you again. If your husband lose a fight in front of you, do you lose respect for him?
Nah.
Why not?
Because I feel like everybody gonna lose some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be rooting for you and all that, but I feel like at some point, everybody gonna come across a fight where they lose. If you can't win them all, you're not gonna win them all. So I don't think it's something in regards to respect. I'm gonna be like, damn, like I, kind of hope for better. But as far as losing respect, no, you all right. Now if you go, I don't know, like Alex said, like you out there playing some kind of game and you was talking mad shit before the game and you lose the game, I'll probably talk shit then. But in regards to a fight, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. Let me just call Kat right now before we go any further. And when you said I don't think so, that leads me to believe you think so.
Oh, but I feel like I can see yes and I can see no. Like I feel like losing respect is a big thing.
I'm tired of it.
Losing respect to me is like big. Like respect, like that's something that's big. Will I be disappointed in you? Will I be like, damn, like expect that I feel like if you're trying to protect me and you lose, like I feel like that's kind of different. But if you just get in a fight with it,
is you finished or is you done?
Get the fuck.
All right, man. Bub.
What's good?
Miss Osborne said, Bub been slimming down. I just told him you still have to be that one hitter quitter. So, question, Bub.
Yo.
If you lose a tussle in front of your wife, she gonna lose some respect or some type of something for you or what?
Absolutely. I got a similar story to what Alex said, right? So Pete, this go back to our flag football playing days, and you know we used to talk shit heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm out there rocking one day, and my wife, her ass seen me get blindsided and blown the fuck up. So I'm stretched out on the ground, right? So I go off to the sideline. She gonna tell me like, yo, your ass was on the ground. Like, what's going on? I can't be seeing you like that. So she was tight. And she held me to that shit too. She was talking all types of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's one incident. And then one time, you know, I ain't gonna say my boy name, but we was getting it rocking out here in the club one day with these dudes, and she saw me get thrown down some fucking stairs by a big ass bouncer. And this was in the beginning of the relationship too. She saw me get thrown down some damn stairs, but she met me outside though. She met me outside though and wiped me down. Make sure I was good. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'm gonna keep it vague, Joe. You could ask her. But we here now, though. We here now. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Sis, you had a husband or a boyfriend. You losing respect for him, he lose that fight?
Listen, my son's father got his ass whooped right in front of me by his own cousin. I don't know what secret beef they had, but after that, I just lost all respect for his shit talking to me. Like, you can't talk to me crazy. I done seen you get your ass whooped. So after that, you know, I fought him like I could beat him. You know what I'm saying?
So after he got beat up, you like, oh, I could beat you up too?
Absolutely. Yes.
Jeez. Nice. Damn. Adrian, what's your wife gonna say?
She ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna be like, "You all right?" Like she not gonna lose respect at all.
So you saying if somebody dog walk you, she gonna look at you the exact same way?
Absolutely. But she different. I know everybody feel like they wives is different. My wife different, yo. Like she different.
I could see if it's close. But if somebody beat the Snoop Dogg shit out you, she gonna look at you the same way.
Hey, yo, babe, if I get beat up in front of you, you gonna lose respect for me or look at me differently?
You're still a king in my eyes. Baby.
I'm still the king. You see what I'm saying? You heard about the horse's mouth.
I noticed she start answering before you finish the sentence. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. Chief, what you think?
Yeah. First of all, she gonna be like, my husband died in my honor. she ain't gonna get to lose respect because it's going all the way to the end. Like, you got to take me out before you beat me up in front of my lady. Like, we got to fight to the end, bro. I got to give you all I got. You know what I'm saying? But I would hope not, but I think it is a reason. It's bounds for like kind of like sis said. Like, you better watch how you talk to me. If I call Steve, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of how it goes. But nah, you gotta fight to the END in front of your people, B. Like, you gotta go until you can't go no more.
That's a fact, though. Hell yeah. Q, you think it's worse getting beat up in front of your lady or your kids?
Oh goddamn. Shit.
Yep. I don't ever think I felt this way about a question, but I guess if I pick one, I guess if I had to pick, don't bruh me, nigga. I guess if I had to pick one, I have to go with the kids, like, because kids, they see you one way, right? So like in their mind, you're like this superhero. So for them to see you
Exactly.
get like stomped out or fucked up like that, like you can't redeem yourself. They be like, "Shut up, I'll call Andre ass over here." Like you try to that shit is not gonna go well. So
It's
yeah,
awful.
you definitely did not get like fucked up in front of your kids.
Word. Isha, you losing? I already know the answer.
Well, I'm damn right I'm losing respect. It's like Sis said, he can never say nothing out the way to me. I'm like, shut up before I whoop your ass like that. Do whoop your ass every chance I get. So my sister, my brother went over to my sister's house. Y'all, you know how big my brother is, right? He went over to my sister's house and whooped her husband ass, had him leaking. And my sister was in the background like, damn it, fight back, get back. I'm not.
But she did that to him. Right?
And he did it to himself. He was talking real reckless on the end of that. And my brother don't got too much patience for that shit.
Yeah. Damn. Hey, y'all stay out that chat. Damn, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I think my wife would lose respect for me for sure.
Because you be popping hella shit. So if you get beat up, it's because you brought the fight on. So,
right. You talk a lot of trash. Yeah.
But the only thing is, in action, she don't get in front of me though. Like once I get upset at something, she stay back. She'll like touch me like ever so gently. She don't jump in front of me and no shit like that. Because she know if I'm at that point, they only got to say one thing wrong or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I've had to tackle you several times.
Yeah, off of this, can I ask the panel a question?
Yes, ma'am.
If y'all get into it with somebody, do y'all prefer that person hold y'all back or let y'all go?
Go.
Ain't no holding me back.
Yeah.
So why would you say that though?
Oh, because the other person might not be getting held back. You ain't gonna be punching me all in my shit because you got my arms. That's stupid.
Physically, can't nobody hold me back.
Yeah. Don't hold me.
I'm the same way. Like I don't like to be held back. Like if I'm somebody trying to really come for me or we about to fight, like don't hold me. That's the most vulnerable shit. Like, yeah, no.
Do y'all feel the same way about women though? Like, how would y'all feel if y'all girls got beat up? Like, how would you feel?
Are
y'all jumping in? Y'all jumping in? Y'all jumping in?
Or are you breaking it up? You gonna let them fight or you gonna break it up?
Ain't no such thing as a fair fight.
That's my husband. He say he drop kick somebody.
Man, I can't put my hands on a woman because she gonna
if the camera was only on me, it would look like I'm fighting a nigga. You'd be like, it has to be Andre the Giant on the other side. I'm throwing shit like I'm going to the moon. Like I'm already because I'm prepared to get locked up, so I'm gonna make it all count. Man, nah, she gotta take care of my kids. Fuck that. Man, that's a good. Yeah, I think you jumping in, A?
I'm pretty much. My wife not fighting nobody. Yo. Nobody can fight my wife.
My God, yo, what the fuck? Can somebody bring Adrian back so I can get a fucking answer?
Yeah. What you mean? I just said my wife is not fight. I will fight, nigga. Nobody, a woman, she's not getting.
What I'm saying is, if she was fighting, are you jumping in? That's what we asked.
Yes, nigga. She don't fight. I fight. You got to see me first. So before anything happens, I fight the lady, my nigga. Like nobody can fight my wife.
I feel you. I fuck with you on that. Like I feel you. It's just certain people that you see them a certain way. Like you're not a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not fighting. That's just how that's gonna go. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. Chief, you jumping in?
Shit, I'm fighting.
Nah, we not. I'm not letting it go down like that. I'll just be done, pick my shirt up and walk her out of the room.
All right, and you get there late though. You get there late.
I get there.
You
I
coming out
get
the
there late.
back?
I'm just throwing bodies and I'm just grabbing grabbing waistbands and just flinging them out. You know what I'm saying? Like just flinging people. Like I ain't swinging on those. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I couldn't. If somebody punched my wife, I couldn't live it down.
I guess it's circumstantial. I guess it's circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
depends on what type of shit I walk into, I guess.
Your wife a fighter, him?
Nah.
I'm about to say she looks so sweet and innocent.
Yeah.
You walk in the room and shorty swinging your wife around by her hair like a damn rag doll.
Bro, I couldn't live with that shit.
Yo, why you gotta put that picture in my head, man?
Real talk, like
it's circumstantial, man.
Real talk, y'all hit females though.
Nah, I can't hit no female. Like I said, because she's gonna be dead.
Nah,
Adrian in here.
Listen, Bob, let me share this story real quick. So my son was in like second grade, and this little girl was like bullying mad people in the classroom, right? He showed me her one day. The girl was like 4 times his size. I said, if she ever push you or put her hands on you, fuck her up. Okay? Like he felt like you. He was like, but she's a girl, I'll hurt her. I'm like, look at her. That's a nigga. Fuck her up.
Well,
so I'm just saying, there's some chicks out here that's not really built like they built like they could take a hit. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's different when you're a kid, though. I'm a 42-year-old, 243-pound man.
Damn.
Yo,
there's no way I weigh more than you, bro.
She gonna be dead.
No, but I'm saying, like, it's some chicks that you've been to the gym lately.
But I think it's a difference.
You see some of these women in the gym. No offense, Mary. No offense. But I'm saying, like, Bub. I'm just saying, protect yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I can't do it morally. I can't do it.
But I think it's a difference though. Like with your son, Q. Like to me, that's self-defense. Like you don't. I imagine you told a teacher, I don't told a parent, and you tried it. I was minding my good business, and you approached me. Now I wouldn't encourage him going hit her in the face, but if you hit me, I feel like you have the right to protect yourself.
Right. Well, that's what I mean under the premise of self-defense. Yeah, for sure. Because I think that society kind of has this idea that if you're a guy, you should just be able to take hits and not give them back. Nah. If you're even in a relationship with a chick and she think it's okay to keep to keep hitting you, fuck her up. Like that you
Q. Nah.
She gonna learn today.
Cause Q, then how you gonna walk around looking at your wife or your girl with missing teeth or missing eye? Now she blind in one eye, or she got a broke jaw. Cause you didn't put your hands on her.
What's the cause and effect though?
It should be a wrap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that point, there's like, you know what I mean? But if it gets to that point, but yeah, he should definitely not. I just don't like that idea that guys can like just let a woman do whatever and they don't do anything back. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, if you really gonna square it with a nigga, you gotta take that L. Like, you know what the fuck you doing.
I've lost respect for niggas watching their girls get jumped. Like, there's no way you sitting on the sideline and you watching your girl get beat up or jumped. Like that would make me lose respect for a nigga. Like you not what you about to do? Like you ain't jumping in it to help her?
Yeah, you gotta break that up, but you gotta break that up, but yo, you can't be out there shattering teeth and breaking jaws.
Yeah, first of all, we big.
I'm saying you can though, but let me be clear too.
Hit a girl though.
Let me be clear too. You can't like. I don't think like if you hit a girl first, that's fucked up, right? Like if she hitting you back, that's a different dynamic too. Like you hit her, then she hit you back. That's way different. But if you're not doing shit and she just come at you crazy, fuck her up. That's what
First of all, we big grown. Ain't none of us be fighting no more like that. Them days is done, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't ever want to fight another day in my life, ever.
Me either.
And I don't want no woman who's out here fighting. Like
me either.
But shouldn't be and what happens are two different things, and I agree with Q. I feel as a woman, I feel like Don't put your hands in no man's face. Don't put your hands on somebody and then be surprised when their reaction is. Because people, and I told you a couple weeks ago when I shared the story, like she went up in his face and he hit her the fuck back. And she was running around and everybody was just like, you shouldn't have hit him.
Yeah.
I bet you shouldn't do that again.
All right, let me. All right. Because like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. The reason why I wanted to cut it short is because when we do the locker room, that's kind of leading down that same path. So I want to get the fellas on the stage together so we can address that. Hey, man, listen, like, share, subscribe. Definitely tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, that's interesting. I think I kind of knew what the answers were going to be to that. So let me get to this. So I think it's leading down the same course. Who gets the big piece of chicken? All right. So let me just start. In my house, I get the big piece of chicken. All right. So I think that the man of the house should get the big piece of chicken. So who gets the big piece of chicken? Isha. Hold on. Let me hit you with this. I already know
what I'm gonna say, Ham. You always know what the hell I'm gonna say. I was gonna agree with you. The man, if he bringing groceries in this house, he get the big piece of chicken.
Okay. Point blank like that?
My dude, he gets the big piece of chicken.
Question. What if y'all splitting the bills 50-50?
He's still paying bills. He getting a big piece of chicken. He making sure there's enough chicken for everybody to eat. So he gonna get the big piece of chicken.
What if you paying the bills 60-40 your way? But he work on the dump truck all day.
He's still the man. He gonna get that big piece of chicken.
All right. Sis. Oh shit.
I mean, men eat more, so that's probably where that came from. They'll get the big piece of chicken. Should I get visitors when they're men the bigger piece of chicken? I don't. Yeah, men eat more. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't like that validation. That don't make me feel good. Like
he eats more, so he gets the chicken. So what if you
thinking men eat more usually, right?
Okay. So what if you got a big son?
The kids can have all the chicken they want.
No. You have a big son. He's 17. He playing football, whatever the case is. He bigger than your husband. So he eats more. You saying the person that eats more gets the big piece of chicken?
No, the dad would get the big piece of chicken.
That's not the same sentiment.
Or they gotta fight it for it. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I mean, I guess the dad gets the big piece of chicken. If the son wants it, he gotta fight his dad for it or take it. I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You gave an example or a scenario, right? And if the big kid really wants that piece of chicken, he's gonna have to fight his daddy for it. That's my answer.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. But all in all, the dad gets the big piece of chicken. I'm answering your question.
Well, the reason why we're concerned is because the first answer was he eats the most, so he gets a big piece of chicken. Now I gave you a scenario where the son eats the most.
Why are you doing this to me? Listen, the man of the household gets the big piece of chicken. That's my answer. Final answer.
Okay. Jesus.
So I say the breadwinner of the house, the person who holds the house down, gets the big piece of chicken.
So are you saying paying most of the bills?
Paying all the bills, paying most of the bills, who's holding it down, who's taking care of business in the household. Because according to your thing, Ham, like you said to Isha, 60-40. If I'm paying 60% of the bills, I'm holding it down more than you. I think whoever's holding the house down, the breadwinner should get the big piece of chicken in this euphemism of an example. you get the big piece of chicken. So if I'm paying all the bills, or I'm holding the house down, I'm getting a big piece of chicken. If my husband is holding it down, paying all the bills and holding it down and doing what he's supposed to be doing as the leader of the household, he can have whatever he wants. He can have the big piece of chicken. He can have the whole chicken if he wants. But you gotta work to get that.
Men,
off GP.
Men, your value to a lot of modern women is clearly transactionary.
And the same thing with you all, because for several podcasts, Ham, you have literally sat there and said, it was more a complaint than anything.
Let's have a moment of silence for modern men.
No, can I finish? And as you said, can I land? Let me land. Because I'm giving you a real life example of what you said in previous podcasts.
Jesus Christ.
You know, you all are very transactional as well. If the woman is not sitting there playing her part in taking care of the kids and giving you cheeks and giving you respect and giving you certain things, you don't feel like you should give her certain things. You're very transactional as well. And I can roll the tape back and prove that you.
All right, let's roll the tape back, because what I actually said was this: when we're talking about provision, when a man is paying a majority of the bills, right, and protecting the house, if he's not getting cheeks, if his wife becomes overweight to a point he doesn't prefer, if her beauty kind of declines, guess what he still does? Pay the bills. Guess what he's still going to do? Protect the house. And so no, it's actually not transactionary, because a lot of men are living in sexless marriages and still pay all the bills.
And still getting it outside the house too. And they're getting sex outside the house as well.
Now, that horn was for what I said, not what you said. You just added that caveat. Now, if you want to continue, you can add that. But what I'm saying is, you said he's getting it outside the house. You didn't say that initially when I answered the question.
Because
right? But what I'm saying,
other qualifiers onto it, so I had to sit there and give clarification.
No, I didn't add any qualifiers. You said provision. You said provision, right? You're saying that men are transactionary. I'm saying no, because we still take care of the bills regardless of what we're getting.
Willingly, begrudgingly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Outside. What are you talking about? You have to listen for you to understand what I'm talking about. If you really don't understand.
But you're saying that we have an issue with paying the bills? Maybe. Do they still get paid? That's the point.
Do they? Do they? Or do you go out, or do you leave her and get somebody, a newer model, or get somebody else? Let's be very clear. No, that does happen. You do get another woman. If you're not getting, you need it. Wait, hold on. You have to let me land. I was quiet the first entire segment. I didn't even answer the first segment. So let me talk. You men, I'm not saying you particularly, but men, if you don't get what you want at home, your needs are not met at home, you cannot sit there and honestly sit there and say men do not leave and get what they want from somebody else. Whether you physically leave or emotionally, but most of the time you leave. She was giving me what I wanted, so I left. I got somebody else to give me my needs to make my needs.
Like the big piece of chicken?
No.
We heard you. Okay. Hold on. Let's have this conversation.
It's a big joke. I'm done talking.
No, what I'm saying is we heard you say that the first time. But what I answered was the allegation that you made. I combated that what actually happens. So now you're saying, oh, but he go do this. He's still paying the bills. He's still doing his part. Is the point. And the reason, but you said it's transactionary. You said it's transactionary, but it's not transactionary because he's continuing to pay the bills. Right? If somebody breaks in the house, he's still going to do his part. If you come ask your husband to kill the bugs, he's still going to do it.
Do men leave if they don't get what they want at home?
Man. No, men don't leave. No, men don't leave.
Nigga, okay.
And you know how you know that?
You're capping. Now put your
you know how you know that? What's the divorce rate? Who initiates most of the divorces? Go ahead. No, nigga. Who initiates most of the divorces? Go ahead.
I said what I said.
80% of divorces are initiated by women.
You want me to answer the question? That's why I didn't even answer. You won't let me talk. So why
froze? I didn't know you froze. Shit.
No, I ain't freeze. I just know you're not gonna let me talk. So why even try to answer the question?
Go ahead. Hurry up.
You know, hurry up, nigga. I'm talking like you was talking. And women may initiate the divorce 80% of the time, but why are they initiating divorce? Not because of what? It's because they're not getting, their men are probably already gone emotionally and or physically, got somebody else. So You have to sit there and not put into a vacuum. This example that you're giving him. Come on, man. You're trying to tell me men don't leave. They're not transactionary in their marriages. If they're not getting what they want, especially in this area, there are more women than there are men here. They will find somebody else because their transactions are not equal. And you can't sit here and cap honestly and say that does not happen.
What I'm saying to you is based on what you said and based on what men still do, you're incorrect. Based on the statistics, you are incorrect. If you want to speculate, right, and having a subjective,
I will respectfully agree.
If you want to have a bow out. If you want to have a subjective conversation about how you think you feel, then do so. But you ain't gonna do it with me on this podcast. Hey, Asia, you know I love you. Chief, who get the big piece of chicken?
Fam, I think it's just a rites of passage that the man of the house should get the big piece of chicken, even regardless from the scenario of he paying 40% or whatever. Like, he's still the man of the house. Give that man his respect and give him a piece of chicken. But we've already established and correct me if I'm wrong, via Asia's perspective, that he don't deserve respect off the rip anyway. So why would he get the big piece of chicken at her house?
So from my previous podcast, what I said was, if we're married, then he already has the respect. So no, that's not true. Like, that's not a true statement. If we're married, he has my ultimate respect because I'm married. I'm not going to sit there and marry a chump. So I was talking about when we were dating. That's a totally different conversation and different scenario. We were dating in the beginning, getting to know each other. I said that very clearly on other podcasts.
Either way, something in your brain says the man doesn't deserve the big piece of chicken. I just feel like that's just like, again, it's like a rites of passage as the man of the house. I don't care what bills I'm paying and what I'm not paying. I'm the man of the house. The big piece of chicken comes to me. As long as everybody got enough to eat, run that.
What makes you the man of the house? Tell me what makes you the man of the house.
Damn.
Again, I'm old school traditional values. I'm going to protect and provide, regardless of what that looks like.
So you get the big piece of chicken then, according to my scenario. So what are we saying? The same exact thing?
But even then, so you saying because a man don't make as much as you do and he. So if a man, okay, wait. So hold on. So if the man's only paying 40%, and you doing the 60, he doing the 40, but he's loving on you and giving you all the things you need, he don't deserve the big piece of chicken?
I said, holding the house of. You can put the lights if you want to, Adrian. I said, holding the household down. I said, the breadwinner holding the household down and leaving the house. Exactly what I said. If he's not doing those things, then no, he's not getting the big piece of chicken. He is not. I literally said those things. Rewind the tape back.
You mentioned breadwinner. Like, your focus was on
playing how you said you're playing it, then you're getting the chicken. And then I sit there and said, you're getting the whole chicken for real, is what I said. If he's doing it like you said it, Chief, you're getting all the chicken.
So Asia,
the sides.
In Chief's example, go ahead, Mary, go ahead.
It was the main focus of your initial statement was whoever's the breadwinner holding the house down. That's a financial aspect. So when you mentioned
i.e. like transactional,
when you mention something like that, it makes it seem like there's nothing else that makes a man other than what he's able to pay. So in regards to like what I feel is, if you're the man of the house, you're the man of the house. Even if you may not be carrying financially, because sometimes there will be those points in your marriage or your relationship where you are pulling that 80% that he used to pull because some things happen, shit happens. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to stop giving you that big piece of chicken because I'm pulling 80% right now that you can't do. And that's not.
I agree with you on that situational. No, I agree. That's situational. If he lost his job, then yes. I mean, that's situational. I'm talking about overall. And again, this is a piece of, let me say this is a colloquialism, right? We're talking about colloquially. So it's not about chicken. It's really not about chicken. It's about more respect, I guess. But the point is, I agree with you. If something happens, he lost his job, he's not going to get punished by me. And I think I've said that several podcasts. I would never punish my man because he lost his job. He's down on hard times. Absolutely not. What I am talking to and referring to is if he is not doing what he needs to do in the household, maybe I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't even want to speculate. It could be anything, but it's consistently not doing it. Not because he fell on hard times. Because if he did fall on hard times, lost his job, he'll get back up again. He's not going to get punished during that time that he's down. I would never do that to my man. I'm talking about consistently not doing what he's supposed to do.
But if that's your man, whatever situation he may be in that point, don't rob him of his piece of chicken. Because a lot of times us as women don't know what men go through. So it's, to me, in my household, whether you up or you down, you're gonna get the big piece of chicken because you're the man. You're here. This is what you're doing. You know, whether you up or down, we could be on bad terms. I'm still gonna fix your plate every day with that big ass piece of chicken, whatever side you want. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it should be.
Yeah, let me read the super chat real quick. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Nice panel. So if y'all never heard of O'Shea, please look him up. O'Shea is a legend in terms of Black YouTube. His YouTube pages are huge. He got 6 or 7 different shows. I think he lives in Uganda, hence the whatever the currency is. So hey, O'Shea, we appreciate you tuning in, my G. Appreciate it. Oh, your man here. Chaotic, what up, though? look, AZ. So, yeah, no, O'Shea is big, bro. So, Z say, you know what I mean? Word. Yeah,
So
man,
were we not talking about chicken? We were talking about respect.
Sis, let my shout outs land.
I'm sorry. Hey y'all, but
all right, go ahead, sis. So yeah, who get the big piece of chicken? So
I'm thinking we're literally
saying,
about the
go
big
ahead.
piece of chicken. I thought he was talking about literally the big piece of chicken.
Well, yeah, I mean it's literal, but it's figurative, right? Because the sentiment is if he don't get the biggie piece of chicken, what else don't he get? Right? Okay. You jumping at the
respect.
Nigga?
Respect.
Yeah. So what up? Talk, nigga.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I thought I said what I was going to say.
She already spoke. It's to her second week in a row where she said her answer like mad early, and you're like, sis, what you think?
Man, who the nigga right there with the cape on? That's cute. Okay, super cute.
But that's what happened, right?
What you think, Q? All right, yeah, you stuck up for her. Okay, sis, I'm sorry. Go, Q.
The person with the cape was Adrian because he was like, "Oh yeah, she said." Boo, boo, boo. But
what you think, Q?
I think that true leadership is recognized, and in that instance, the man is going to get the big piece of chicken.
Is it tied to his money?
I put it like this: if your relationship is flawed, yes, because like I always say, if a man is not leading appropriately, then that means that the woman is the alpha. So you basically in a lesbian relationship. So your whole shit is fucked up. So if that's not the case and he not getting the big piece of chicken, you with a lesbian. The nigga don't got no backbone. That's not a real man. So, but if it's in the right hierarchy and all that shit, yeah, he definitely by default getting the big piece of chicken. That's true leadership. And in my case, I would be getting a big piece of chicken. just to clear that up.
Damn. So break that down for us a little bit more. I'm interested. I'm smiling and shit. What you mean? Like how you?
Right. So like in every household, there's a hierarchy, right? So when you're truly with a man, and to what Mary was saying, it don't matter if you got financial ups and downs, whatever. If you're truly with a man, his leadership is going to be recognized by default. You're going to give him the big piece of chicken. But if you basically wear the pants, which would be what was happening in the Asian situation, throw that whole nigga away. You're basically in a lesbian relationship. That's like two women. That's two feminine energies in one house. What the fuck you going to do with that?
Damn. Hey, Q. So if a man is in that type of relationship, does he deserve this?
Absolutely. Give that nigga a drumstick or a wing or some shit.
God damn, man. I don't know.
Well, do men feel like men without money or without enough money to take care of their families? Does that create insecurities if they don't have enough money or don't make enough money?
Yeah, if I speak for myself, I would say that if I was not the breadwinner in my household, I would feel some type of way. Should
But you would
we?
still
That's
deserve
a
the big
different
piece of
question.
chicken, though, no?
Absolutely.
Because anything come through that house that's not supposed to be there, it's my job, my responsibility, my opportunity, really. But yeah, I would feel some type of way.
But would you still deserve the big piece of chicken?
Damn right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If
That's all. That was the point I was trying to make
have
earlier.
a job, he still deserved a big piece of chicken.
Yeah. No matter what, Bob.
If you didn't have a job, you still deserved a big piece of chicken.
Why we deserve it no matter what?
We the man. all these women talking about, making it like monetary and saying that we don't deserve it. Full of shit, because I guarantee 90% of these women in the morning time when it's time to go to work, they're gonna be getting dropped off by a man that's gonna go back to the crib, that's gonna lay up on their couch with stank feet, sweaty balls, or go to his baby mother house.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And he gonna get that big piece of chicken when she get off work. Trust me when I tell you. So they just up here spewing, lies and shit like that. Homie definitely deserved that big piece of chicken. Homie probably out there selling some nickel bags of Reggie. I'm saying, trying to be an inspired rapper. He's still gonna get that big piece of chicken. I don't care if he ain't paying one bill. Trust me, he gonna get that big piece of chicken.
It's so much more that comes to being a man, though, that I feel like a lot of people miss. Like when it comes to a man, for me, like it's not the financials, because I could do that myself. If you're my man, you got to do some shit that I can't do. Like that's what feels it. Like, just like Q said, like, you dating a bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to be able to do what I can't do, as in protect myself against other men, protect my household, raise my sons to be men, like shit like that I can't do. So that's so much more that's so much higher on a totem pole for me than what you make financially.
So if he didn't have a job, Mary, like I was saying, if he didn't have a job, he dropping you off at work every morning, but he doing those things that you just brought up, that you just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? As far as the kids, and he's raising your boys to be men and shit like that, right? Is he gonna get the big piece of chicken? Let's say homie ain't worked in 8 years. You busting your ass, you being the nurse, you doing what the fuck you gotta do. You still coming home and cooking every day, 5 o'clock. He playing PlayStation. Is he still getting the big piece of chicken at 5:05 p.m.?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not here to make you feel lower than you are at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Now, 8 years is a long time. Now, 8 years is a long time.
8 years? This nigga getting the fuck out.
Yo. One at a time.
Trust me, I know for a fact y'all lying. I know for a fact y'all lying.
No,
women be out here lying.
Now, I agree with Bub on that. If your man is at home for X amount of time and you coming home, he was in the same place that you left him, he's doing this, not pulling his weight. Okay, maybe things happen with your job. Maybe you're not making the same money that you used to. That's one thing. But if you aren't pulling your weight in those other ways, you are going to look at him the same way. And if you serve him that big piece of chicken, you may be doing so with regret. Now, do I feel a man is worth more than his money? Absolutely. But let's be honest. Let's be real. Even outside of being married, women, at least the ones that I know, I'm not talking, if I was single, I'm not talking to anybody broke. I'm not talking to a man that doesn't have a job, or a good job at that. When you get to be a certain age, and it's unfortunate that when people think about a good man, the first thing people say is he's got a good job. That is the first thing that is said. So people,
that's the first thing that's important to men, though, is their money.
Right,
that's what adds value.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not even.
So that is important.
Yo.
It is very.
She's saying that.
So let me tell you why y'all be confusing us, yo.
No.
Yo, you know how many women are out there right now? How many women are out there right now with some fucked up ass dudes that be spewing all this bullshit about woman empowerment and all this bullshit, right? But still got some bum dude that's been laid up, didn't put a ring on their finger for wild years. Pushing their girl car around all day, every day. Got his boys riding shotgun, smoke. They getting high. They listening to Dipset. You know what I'm saying? They wearing skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as he picks Shorty back up off work, it's gonna be the same shit.
But
Shorty gonna hop in the car. He gonna give her a kiss. They gonna go home. He gonna
How
sit
does he
his
get
ass
the
down
big
on the
piece of
couch and
chicken?
she
I
gonna
don't get
cook.
it.
Fuck that, Bub. That's the shit I'm talking about, though. That's a whole dyke. You just described the whole dyke. No disrespect to the dykes out there. That's a whole dyke. That's one of them Jadakiss, Mary Fresh looking bitches. Like, nah, fuck that.
But nah,
Fuck
but
that.
Pete,
Nah.
but Pete don't
Because you
kill
just
Pete.
not. Because even in your first scenario, you talking about a whole fucking third grader. 8 years. That's a lack of motivation. That's a whole.
It's mad women out there like that, and y'all know it.
But that's
y'all
they
know
out
it.
of order.
But Pete game though, I want to get back to love, because I take exception to the fact that love made it monetary, quick as hell. Why y'all women be doing that, yo?
So
why do y'all women do that? Why do y'all women feel like in relationships shit either gotta be 50-50, 60-40, or whatever the hell y'all want to call it, right? And I got my own theory of why y'all do that shit. Because y'all don't go into these relationships, you know, wanting to give that shit y'all all. Y'all always trying to formulate an exit plan. So if everybody just holding their own weight, you got an exit plan if shit get a little rough one day. I don't respect that, yo. I don't respect that at all.
So
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because I don't be saying this shit a lot. Yo, my wife don't pay not a one fucking bill, yo. And I don't want my wife to pay no bill.
So I think.
Okay, well, go ahead, Alex.
No, I was just gonna say to Bub's point. I think when it comes to y'all are putting it on us, it's society. Men, and I have said this several times on previous shows before. Your ego is associated with things that you have, whether it be physically what is in your bank account, the cars that you drive, the clothes that you wear, all of that stuff, right? That's something that y'all put out there. Y'all feel more of a man when you're able to. I make more money than her. I'm able to. It's a flex for you all. And it's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, that's not all men, Alex.
I'm not saying it's all men. But I'm just saying, let's speak outside of the folks that are on this panel right here, right? There are men who take issue with the fact that their wife makes more money than them, right? Because to them, they feel emasculated that their woman makes more money than them. They do. Despite all of the other things that they may do, it's a y'all thing. It's not us. Y'all equate, whether you want to admit it or not, and yes, we know that you all are more than your pockets and your money and things like that and your financial contribution, but a lot of men contribute manhood to, in addition to other stuff, to what they bring to the what they financially bring to the table. And that's some real shit. And we may not be talking about your circle of guys that you're dealing with, but that is the truth. The first thing you hear people say, or even when men describe themselves, I got a good job. That's a thing.
Yo, listen.
And they don't even want to date if they are, because Bud did direct this towards me, so I just want to address it. And so, thank you, Alex. And I agree with everything you just sat there and said. And it is a societal thing, right? But in addition to that, it's not just equating a man to money; it's providing, right? And so there's men out there won't even sit there and say, "I'm not dating if I don't have a job, or if I can afford a lady or afford a wife." Like, there are men out there that really feel that way, and so it's not, like I said, it's not just us. It's y'all. Like, y'all really believe, you're providing. And I ask, like, how do you define being a man? How do you define being a provider? Define that. And the first thing men will sit there and say is, I pay all the bills. I'm not letting my wife pay any bills. And so that's what y'all say. So if women subscribe to that, it's because that's what y'all put out there, right? Mm-hmm. And again, I'm sorry, you said something here. And so all I'm saying is
I'm trying to say something bad.
It's not just making you guys about a dollar figure, right? But again, it's holding it down. And that's how y'all really define holding it down for the most part, right? And again, I'm not saying you, Bub, I'm not saying you, men, majority of men. We can't say some, we're going to say majority. I think we're not saying majority on this podcast, I believe. Majority of the men do believe that a lot of their power and authority and prowess are in their pockets. And they feel less than if they don't have it.
That doesn't mean he don't deserve the big piece of chicken.
Yeah. I want to get off this piece of chicken shit. Like,
that's the question rolling at the bottom of the screen.
Let me explain something.
really see we're talking about the big piece of fucking chicken. Okay.
All right, let me explain something to y'all. It ain't no societal structure. It's nothing you've been brainwashed to. Men have more earning power and earning potential. We can do more shit than y'all. Like, let's make that very clear. From day one, when we was slinging rocks and all that, we can do more than y'all. We provide and protect because we have the capability. It's not a societal thing that we've been brainwashed to. We don't have periods. We don't have kids. We are more available. We are bigger, stronger, and faster. We are the same, smart and intelligent. We have greater capacity. So it ain't no societal brainwashing. No, we can do more. Therefore, we have higher earning potential. So don't think it's like the society put this in your head. No, this is innate, right? And that's why alone we get the big piece of chicken. Because if a motherfucker break in my house once, all I need to do is defend my house once. And that goes down in history, right? Cooking is great. Cleaning is great. We all need to participate in that, right? But the woman needs to do that every day, and we need to respect that. But make no mistake, the things that men can do, women can't do, right? And that's why we deserve the big piece of chicken, and that's why we deserve assumed respect. Y'all here bugging, nigga.
I got a question for the ladies though.
Wait, ain't nobody gonna say
let
nothing?
Let that shit marinate, goddamn it.
Right.
Listen, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. You see Mary feeling, she know what time it is. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button. Damn, I try not to laugh. Hit that like button right now if you can. That help the channel the most. Q.
Yeah.
I got a question. I want you to pop it off, all right?
Let's do it.
Should a wife, this could be girlfriend, wife, right? Significant other. Should a wife make her husband's plate in all forums? You the man, no pun intended, in your house, so you can answer this question clearly.
Now I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I feel like only if he wants to be treated like a child of hers. I think I said this previously in another podcast. Like, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's a deal breaker. And I don't think that equates to a lack of respect. Like, you grown. When I go to different forums, like cookouts, whatever, to me, the elderly and children eat first. So
yeah,
it's like, if my plate is not made, that's okay. My hands are not broken. It's just different because it's outside. We outside. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and wait for a plate to get served to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you're right. Even if I'm at a cookout, and I use cookout, you know what I mean? But if I'm at a cookout, I usually let people eat before I eat. Mm-hmm. But it, like, let's say we come to an event, everybody eating and mingling, chilling, right? It's not like the line, like, oh, food ready, right? Everybody line up. You know, you let the kids go first, you let the elderly go first. But let's say we just get there, there's food, right? Yeah. I'm sitting there, me, Chief, Bub, and Adrian having a conversation, right? My wife like, babe, you hungry? And then she'll go make the plate. You feel me? Like that type of hypothetical.
Okay, so you gave it more context.
Yeah.
So, yes, in that instance, again, it kind of goes back to that hierarchy and that leadership, that natural leadership. If you with your boys and y'all chopping it up, she gonna bring that plate to you if she really respect your leadership.
Word.
I've been there 100 times, so no, I definitely fuck with that. That's how that goes. But again, you in a lesbian relationship, one of them dykes. Throw the whole bitch away. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
When I was married, I did that. I made my husband's plate in all forms. I mean, that's my mom too. Like, I'm a server, just innately and by nature. I'm a servant. I'm a server. So I asked my mom, I asked my husband. I mean, that's just what I do. But I definitely had done it for my husband. And at home, his mom's house, and everywhere, I made his plate. And he had never had to ask me. That's just a natural thing for me. So yeah, I did because it was in me to do it, not because I felt compelled to do it, not because he demanded it. It just was in me to do it. So I did. And I would do it again.
And I don't want to I don't want to move the goalpost. Maybe you can go back to this, but that sounds more like assumed gender roles too. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm playing pool, you're likely gonna be like, oh, let me grab some pizza and some wings for babe, because you know what I mean? Like it's just what's understood doesn't need to be said, but carry on.
Yeah. So Asia said you doing that regardless?
Yeah, like I mean, it there is natural to me.
Now, question:
this is a real talk, man. That's letting you know who I really am as a person, and not just.
What if you paying 60% of the bills though?
Again, I'm just a natural server. My mom pays no bills, and I still make her a plate.
No, but your husband, he ain't paying the 60% of the bills. If he can't get the big piece of chicken, but you're gonna make his plate now, is it because it's out in public in front of company?
It's just in me to do. I am a natural server, right? And I don't know how to be fake right now. I don't know how to be fake. I did it. I did it, and I had no problems doing it. I was addressing your question about the colloquialism about the big piece of chicken, and now we're moved on to something real. Like I actually did that. We never had a discussion in my household when I was married about big pieces of chicken. So I was giving an answer, whatever. I'm giving you the real right now. I made his plate.
But you brought him a little piece of chicken.
What'd you say?
You wild, man. You wild.
So but you brought him the little piece of chicken. So it don't count.
Asia's saying at least he ate something. At least he got
a So she made him a plate and didn't bring him the big piece of chicken. Oh my God. All right, sorry.
Damn. Go ahead, Chief.
I was just listening because she said she would cater to her man and make him a plate, and I just keep thinking like she gonna make him a plate and bring him the little piece of chicken. His feelings gonna be hurt, and his shit don't land the same.
He only paying 40%.
He still deserves a big piece of chicken. Oh my God, my bad.
So what's your answer, Chief? Your wife, your girlfriend making you a plate?
I think that's warranted. As the man, I take pride in the essence of just being the man of the house, whatever that provision looks like. If it's monetarily, if it's just protecting and providing in terms of like comfort and just like you said, when you got to take care of home, somebody walk up in who ain't supposed to be there. That's my job. If I'm doing that, then I think I deserve to have my plate made. Okay. I don't think it's too much to ask. Although, like Q was saying, like I got hands, I can make my own. But I think it'd be an honorable thing for my lady to serve my plate.
It makes sense to me. Alex, what you doing?
I'm making his plate. But I agree with Asia. I'm also the same way. Even outside of my husband, I'm always the person that's gonna eat last. I wouldn't say a servant, but I would say a host. No matter where I'm at, whether it's my event or someone else's, I'm going to make sure that everybody else is straight. I'm going to make sure my husband eats first. I don't care if anybody else gets a plate, but he's got to get his plate, have his water, have all the other things. But I do think it's a little bit more natural for women to, if there is such festivities going on, they're going to make sure everyone else is good and taken care of before we decide to sit down and have our moment to eat, to relax, whatever the case is. But I'm not necessarily checking the size of the chicken, Chief. So, if we're in a large setting.
Yo, I just want to say there's a lot of just rolling their eyes and shit. No.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Damn, man. Yeah. I don't know. Mary, what you doing?
You already know what I'm doing. Making that motherfucking plate.
East, what you doing?
I'm definitely making that plate because ain't nobody else fixing him a plate but me.
Cousin Keisha coming.
That's it. No.
To make him a plate.
She getting tripped
Cousin
too.
Keisha, damn sure make him a plate.
Sis, you making a plate, sis?
Yeah, I don't mind making plates, cooking. All your friends have come. Remember, cook, clean, whatever. But my mom, I don't even recall her ever making a plate growing up. So observing that, you just tend to feed everybody else. So comes natural. So that's why I don't know why they say we're all capping. We're not capping.
No, I don't know. They might be concerned about Asia.
I got hung up on the chicken, and again, it wasn't literally chicken. God, like get off the chicken. It is about playing your part, and if we have equal say so in the household, basically, it's not really about chicken, y'all. And this, like I said, y'all want
Listen, we literal as hell. It is we are literal as hell.
So I put up a poll question: does a man deserve the big piece of chicken? 90% of the chat said yes. So shout out to the chat. All right, this was the easy one, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right. So when we talk about household duties, right? Men talking about taking care of the yard and all that. What else? We kill bugs, shit like that. Women usually cook, clean. The volume of that is much different. I think men take out the garbage in terms of stereotypes. So I was thinking about that. Have men been getting over on household duties all this time? Have we been out here like, nigga, I cut the grass, I take care of the yard? Does this really equate, or have we been finessing?
Y'all been finessing. Y'all been finessing like a motherfucker, boy.
You think we've been finessing?
Yeah, listen. My husband got somebody he pays somebody to come do it now. But he'll still tell me what a grass cut. Nigga, you ain't cut
it. Damn.
He's providing the money, Mary, to get the grass cut. That's what a monetary piece.
Listen, but I don't touch a trash bag to save my life.
Yo, we definitely been getting over. Dead ass. Definitely
been getting over.
Absolutely. I clean up when I want to. Dead ass.
And then your wife probably goes behind you and clean up afterwards. A lot of time women don't want you to clean. So I don't know if it's getting over because you're not going to do it right anyway.
I'm gonna tell you how we getting over. So peep game, right? I was raised, I know how to do laundry, right? I don't know the last time I done laundry in my goddamn house. Bought a brand new washer and dryer and everything. I don't know how to use the shit. If my wife be like, yo, go throw a load, and I'd be like, nah, you know I can't do that. I don't know how to use that shit. So it forces her to go down and do it her damn self. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't want to learn how to use it either. I'm just keeping it a buck.
But it's kind of even at the same time because I feel like y'all get back is always going to be, well, you know, I bought you the new washer and dryer.
I don't do that though, Mary. I'm just
saying, like generally speaking, like I provided the washer and dryer so that clothes can be washed adequately. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like I pay for the groceries so you can cook. I pay for the appliances so you can cook. So I feel like it kind of go like hand in hand in a way.
I don't think it's getting over because
we just be getting over. Trust me.
No, that ain't getting over. That's gender roles. That's what I was talking about before. Because at the end of the day, like this is me speaking from personal experience, right? So I have a house, right? I do for the most part my own lawn, and I got a big yard, like front, back, side, the whole shit. I do my own lawn. You know what I mean? Like that's work. And then when the spring come, like next week, I got to paint the deck, paint all the type of shit around the house. Damn. That's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that equates to, you know, when I've washed laundry before, I've washed dishes, I've cooked. I don't think that it's like getting over necessarily, because if I could say, oh, let me put Shanae in this role and have her do this, in the first 10 minutes, she's going to be like, I'm done. So no, that's not getting over. It's a lot of physical labor that goes into that. And to Bub's point, though, like I think I remember you saying in one podcast that you take care of your whole household, right? Yeah, you pay the bills, you hold shit down. So that's not you getting over. You feel what I'm saying? Because
I do be getting over though.
Roles with her.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I do be getting over.
Does your wife go to work?
So let me ask you: could you and your wife switch roles in what you do versus what she does?
My wife ain't doing
Is she
that.
gonna hold? Is she gonna be like, yo, this shit is like light work, like?
Nah, she ain't. Trust me, my wife is not going out there cutting no grass. She ain't cutting down no trees. She ain't changing no oils. She ain't changing no tires.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
nah.
Like in the wintertime, I'm getting out there cleaning the cars off and doing all the snow shoveling. That's physical. Like that shit is not like easy. So I couldn't say like just put myself in you guys' position even full time.
When you see dishes in the sink though,
that's not getting over in my opinion.
But when you see dishes in the sink and you know them dishes got to get washed and your wife did, but she done already did like mad shit. You gonna go do them dishes?
It depends, but it's like at the end of the day, that shit don't compare to the shit I was doing outside earlier.
Well, what about the frequency of things? So you mentioned now the grass every 2 weeks, okay, but you mentioned painting the deck. How often are you outside painting the deck in comparison to maintaining the daily upkeep of the house?
Okay, so but it's not just that. It's like also vacuuming the cars, doing all that. Like it's other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not just limited to that one thing that happens in the springtime. I'm just saying there's certain rules that she doesn't have to assume. There's certain things she doesn't have to do that I just do naturally. Like I worked in the car industry for a year, so I know how to detail and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just certain, like I said, roles that just make sense to each individual. And that just, to me, that's not getting over though.
This is how I know I be getting over, Q. Because all that shit you do, obviously I do it. But like, let's say my schedule's messed up, so I ain't on that type of time where I didn't miss something, right? I come home complaining, like, yo, damn, why nobody ain't take out the trash? Because then they can rebuttal and say, because that's your job, and then I'm gonna be tight. But if it is my job, I wasn't here though for 2-3 days. Don't fucking let that shit sit there for me because it's supposed to be my job. Go do that shit.
Right, but how's that you getting over?
Because when the roles is reversed, like I said, if I see them dishes in the sink and I know they need getting washed, I might be like, man, fuck them dishes. I'm just keeping it a buck.
But do you have kids though? Let me ask you, do you have kids?
Yeah, I got 2 kids.
So yeah, like but are they older than like 10? Or like
my daughter 10 and my son 16.
Yeah, so that trash shit, that's their job. Fuck you mean?
I feel that. That's what I'm saying. I feel the same way. But here's the thing. Like I was saying, if they come back with the rebuttal, like, but nah, Dad, that's the man's job. What I'm supposed to say?
Tell them that's their fucking job. That's what you're supposed to say. The fuck you? I got their trash out. You heard what Craig Daddy told him?
I can see what you're saying too. To me, the finesse part come from like, if you was doing all this shit before me, why you don't do it now? Why your hands broke now?
Hold on a second.
Hey, exactly.
Hold on. Yo, Lee, what's good? You want to come up here? Let me see what you looking like, boy. Cheap ass glasses you got on. Come up here. Want me to drop you the link, nigga? Let me know. All right, go ahead, Mary.
But it's to me, I say it's finessing because it's like you did all these things before I got here. Now all of a sudden you don't know how to do none of that.
She hit me with that, Mary.
But Mary, go back
to it because it's like if I get off, if I've been at work for 12 hours and I come home, right? And I'm like, I don't feel like cooking, like I'm tired. I be like, Bay, take care of it. He gonna order something. This nigga not getting in the kitchen. He gonna order some damn food. So like, I want something cooked. Him like, nah, I don't do that shit. You was doing it before we got together.
Exactly.
Like, it's not the same, though.
Exactly.
Let me interject real quick because I think Q's point, I think we missing some of it. So, what about the difficulty level or the fact that she can't do it? Does that make a difference? So if she can't. So for instance, my wife is petrified of like bugs and snakes. Right. One time we had a frog in the basement. She is incapable of getting the frog. I got the shit in a bowl. I'm showing all the kids. I'm not scared of that type of shit. So the difficulty level, how much does that matter? Because if she don't have the capacity to take care of it and I can, does that mean that I'm getting over, even if it's only once every 2 weeks or a bug pop up here and there?
Yo, Ham, I still think I'm getting over because I'm petty as hell. I'm petty as hell. Yo, it'll be
I'm glad you're being honest, bub. I appreciate
I'm always honest. Yo, it'll be a bug. Yo, it'll be a bug in the crib, right? Daughter bugging, wife bugging. Yo, go get the bug. Sometimes I might be on some shit like, man, fuck that bug. I ain't getting that bug till I'm ready to get that bug. Y'all always talking about some get that bug. When y'all gonna start getting the bugs? I done killed about 20 of these motherfuckers. Y'all ain't learned how to kill a bug yet? Sometimes I get petty. I'm just keeping it a bug. So that's how I know I be getting over. I'll get to that bug when I get to it. Hey, little bug, you ain't hurt me. Just chill out for a little while.
I'm a little confused. Is Bub saying going to work is easy, taking care of the bills for that many years is easy? I don't get what you're saying.
Nah. I'm not saying it's easy. The question was, do men get over sometimes? I'm keeping it a buck. Hell yeah, I be getting over.
Household duties specifically. Now, Bub, let's be fair to you. We haven't seen you on the pod in 4 months because you've been working 18-hour days, nigga. If that's getting over, you could keep that shit.
But listen, I'm the type, yo, I don't never throw nothing up in my lady face, yo. I don't do that shit, man. I don't do that shit because I don't want that shit to be detrimental down the line in our relationship. That's why I said earlier, I feel like sometimes when ladies be on that 50-50 shit is because they be wanting an exit plan. Ain't no motherfucking exit plan here.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, that's, you have high emotional intelligence, Bub, and I'm glad that you said that.
Yo, Adrian and Chief, do men be getting over in the house or what?
I'll let Adrian go.
Yeah, I don't do shit. I don't do nothing. I just started picking up my clothes in the bathroom off the floor when I get out the shower. Like, that's all I do. And I think I'm getting over it because I definitely prefer to work than to be home and I'm not doing that, yo. That's part of the reason why I married a woman who is willing to do it. So I don't have to. I be trying to do a little better, but like since we moved, I think I cleaned up once. I cleaned up once, and then I had an attitude about the shit. Like I ain't even talk to her after. So yeah, I definitely be getting over it. I'm gonna get better though. Yeah.
Chief, what you think?
I expected some shit like that. I think I'm a little different in this regard, man. I think just over time I've learned to kind of like play my part too. So like I don't mind. Like I don't fuck with washing clothes. I hate washing. Well, not washing. I hate folding clothes. Anything outside of that, like I don't mind busting some suds every now and then and still doing the grass and the lawn and shit like that. It don't really bother me. So I kind of like I take part in a household like chores and shit like that. So it don't really bother me too much. Like I like my shit clean. So if it's messy, I'll clean it up. Like I ain't tripping. So to answer the question, no, we don't. In my case, I don't get over because like I participate. I mean,
okay. So, damn, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Damn, I forgot. She fucked me up. Anybody else got a comment on this? Huh?
I'm glad that Bub and Mr. White were being honest because we literally had this argument like last weekend. And I think to Mary's point, you were doing these things before there wasn't me. But I do believe that when you get married and you move in with people, you do go ahead and you get into these gender roles. But the other day, it was literally a spicy conversation because he got in the spirit to want to clean up. And then when I wasn't ready to do so, it was just like, what? It was an attitude. And I was just like, I clean up all the time. When I get ready, I'm going to do that. And to your point too, Bub, if I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a bug, I'm going to die. It'll literally be conversations about like, I'm going to get it when I feel like it. Go ahead and clean it. You being dramatic, all this other stuff, But then I'm not expected to, but it's looked upon me to like, I didn't wash the dishes because you normally wash them. And there have been moments where I will literally sit there and I just won't wash them just to see. And because he knows I'm going to get irritated by it beforehand, I'm going to wash it. And when I say something, it's gonna be an argument. And it's just like, okay, all right, go ahead, all of that stuff. So I appreciate y'all for being honest about that. I do think men get over because y'all can do the things you are doing so when we are not around. So I do.
Alex, would you say that goes on both ways though? Because like, don't women know how to vacuum their cars and clean their cars before they get married?
I do my own. I prefer to clean my own. That's just me personally.
I don't.
So I'm gonna tell you something, ladies. If a nigga is doing all the shit that women normally do, you gonna think that nigga pussy. I'm just being honest with you. If he doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, you gonna look at him a totally different way.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm not done. That ain't true. Whatever, nigga. I'm not done.
Go ahead, finish your.
I know. I'm gonna finish. I got a good mic, Chief. How much that mic cost? Feel me? Yo, that nigga. You walk in the house, that nigga got an apron on. You ain't having that. Isha ain't having that. He's slaving over the stove every single night. That shit ain't rocking.
So what if
right?
he's a chef?
Because, but golly, is there any decorum or
I just want to know. I just want to ask you, Ham. So what if he's really good at cooking? Like, I don't subscribe to that. Like, why would I?
Oh my God! Now, you asked me a question, or you got a statement?
Both. And
don't dress up. Don't dress up your question as a statement. Let me finish, cowboy.
That's what
nice
y'all doing. I'm trying to do like.
You ain't got no quarterback, nigga. Yo.
Hey, leave my Steelers alone here.
My bad.
Don't take that shit.
I'm just telling you, and I'm just telling you, that's not it biologically, innately, it won't actually calculate and compute how you think it will. We are wired differently. If you see that every day, your subconscious is a real thing. Right? You want your man to be doing certain things. When you see it, everybody watch Home Improvement, did we not? When nigga used to peek over the fence like this. We know what men's supposed to do. Right? And you, of course, you want him to contribute, but at the same time, you know what men do, you know what men look like, you know what we're supposed to do. So I don't believe that y'all just think my man cleaning up every day, cooking, washing clothes, all that. You be like, yeah, that's a masculinity, and you cutting the grass.
So if I was better at cutting grass, I
Christ, Asia, I don't know what to do with this masculine energy. Do you want me to fight fire with fire?
No, I'm not. No, we're having a dialogue right now.
No, I'm asking you a question. Do you want me to fight fire with fire? Do you want me to talk to you how I talk to Adrian, a chief or something? Or
no, I want you to have dialogue with me. That's what I want. I want to have a dialogue.
Can I finish my statement?
Let him land.
I thought he landed. I thought he paused.
Yeah, he was talking.
All right, well, finish your sentiment, sir. My apologies.
Even like when I cook, Bub, guess what I cook? Steak.
There you go. There you go.
Right? When Kunle cook, what he cook? Sasua, what's that shit called? Sasua, the beef that's chopped up and shit.
Suya.
Yeah, suya, right? That's what we cook. I don't cook no sides. Only sides I cook is in a bag and I steam them.
I fry fish.
Chicken. Yeah.
I fry chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do shit like that. Fried fish, fried chicken.
They get on the grill.
Get on the grill. That's the shit we do. Nigga, if I got a souffle up there, ain't nobody fucking with me. Come on, man. I gotta stop this shit, man.
Did you land, Ham? Did you land yet?
No, Chief, say something.
Okay, so you sound like you landed. So all I'm saying is if he's better at cooking, I'm a foodie. I love food. And so if my man is cooking every day and it tastes phenomenal, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, play to your strengths. If you clean up, I'm a neat freak. If you're sitting there cleaning up the baseboards every day and just being meticulous, please do that. I love that. Like, that is a turn on to me. And if I'm better at, nailing stuff to the wall or, mowing grass, then let me do that. But play to your strength. I will not look at my man any less if he cooks better than me. I'm going to love him for that.
Asia, if you missed everything Hamp said. He said if he does that every day, if that nigga does that every day, you're gonna be nailing him to the wall. Okay?
I don't agree with that. Because he's cooking every day. I got a problem with that.
Let me land.
Huh?
He said
Hold on.
every day.
Yo, hold on. Q. And you might feel me on this. And they might cancel me. If that nigga is cooking and cleaning every day, that's gay, nigga.
That's not gay, son. That's not gay. You're not feeling that nigga. That's the whole dyke right there. No disrespect to the dyke.
Because no disrespect to the dyke.
That's not gay.
How? But he's cooking. I don't honestly. I'm not even being funny. He's cooking every day.
The key words are every day. Like helping out. I think you're speaking more to helping out. Like if a man is helping out, that looks good. But if the nigga doing that shit every day, you looking at him sideways like, bitch ass nigga, pick my drawers up. You know what I'm saying? That's every day? Nah.
I don't know if I subscribe to I
subscribe to it.
I don't think so.
Trust me.
If he cooks good every day,
I gotta move on. I gotta move on.
If I'm cooking every day and Shorty hit me with the bitch ass nigga, pick my drawers up, she'll never eat again.
Thank you. You just ruined your blessing. Thank you.
On my board. She'll never eat again.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. I just wanted to be clear that love's thoughts are love's thoughts only. They do not reflect the sentiment of the podcast. You feel me?
Amen.
Don't call Guy. He ain't coming. Now, which question I want to hit? Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. I ain't say that already. I ain't even hit the links. Adrian, let me see his shirt. Mary, let me see his shirt. This might be risky. Q, let me see his shirt and all that. So, yo, get the merch. The link is in the description. We also got the podcast. Alex has took on the brunt and the difficult task of posting a podcast every Monday at 5 a.m. So this same pod you can, while you ride to work, you can listen to. You feel me? Bub, what's the shit you got on?
We major, baby. Everything we do is a major move. Check out my website, directcyop.com. Let's get it.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Man. So look, like, share, subscribe, hit the links in the description. Everything is dope. Become a member. We got to have some exclusives come out, some merch, some episodes that only be for members only. We might have the chat for members only. So get in tune. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to O'Shea once again. Shout out to Chaotic Truth. Shout out to the panel. You feel me? All right, look. So we've been exploring, right? This has been a fun conversation. We know how society is today. We know how fluid things are. Right? We know that the roles have been slightly grayed in terms of what women can do, what men should do, so on and so forth. So, is the traditional husband and wife dynamic realistic in this day and age? Right? We understand there's one thing that we don't kind of control, but we do a little bit: inflation. How much does it cost to raise a family, to buy a house, right? Can you live on one person's income in this day and age? You know, just in something that's really tangible that, I mean, we only have so much to do with it. So is the traditional husband and wife dynamic realistic in this day and age? Mr. White, what you think?
Shoot. In terms of like roles, nah. Like that joint real. Like it feel good to be like, yo, my wife don't work. But some days I be like, man, fuck that. Like, man, you might gotta get you a part-time or something, you know what I'm saying? But that joint real, and I know I make a lot more than a lot of people. So if it get real like that, for me, I could just imagine how it is for other people. So a lot of times you do need both people to work in most cases. And then so that's where the struggle comes in at with the 50-50 and with the respect and things like that. So I think it is very difficult. I think what it'll boil down to is how we treat each other outside of roles, right? So whether who's making what, you know, the man is still the man. The man is still the head, and that's how we need to move outside of who does what. And that's the teamwork that's missing. So when people do say partnership, yeah, I'm still the head, but it's not necessarily based off of me working a certain amount or me being the only one doing this or her taking care of the family. It's whoever needs to do what to kind of get it done under the way that I see fit for it to move. So the traditional stuff is lost for the most part.
Shout out to Shanae Fulton with the $4.99 super chat. She says, Asia, just say you want Eddie to cook, laughing emoji, or get a female. What's that? So I guess she's saying, I don't know, get Eddie cook or be a dyke, I guess. I don't know.
You're stupid. She has reference to me not having a problem with my man cooking every day. I didn't understand that.
Dyke, though.
I know. I would be the lipstick. I would be the bottom. Or would I be the top? I might be the top. I think I'm gonna be a good top. I'd be a good top. I'd be the stud. Yeah. You don't think so, Mary? You making a face. You don't think so, Mary?
No. I think you gotta have a penis. Is a traditional husband and wife dynamic realistic in this day and age, Mary?
For the majority, no. Because it's not, honestly, even with 2-income households, somebody got to have some kind of side thing going on. Like you said, inflation, kids, you know, schools getting expensive, daycare is getting expensive. Like everything is just so expensive. And especially like I live in Florida. So these wages are not increasing with how everything else is increasing. So it kind of leaves you like at the bare, you know, just kind of making it. It kind of leaves you at that. I guess we would be just considered mid-class, still with making a good amount of money. We're still mid-class. So it's a lot if we're just talking about the financials. But of course, when you're looking at financials, that means that everything else also would have to come into play in regards to, okay, the man has to do as much for the kids as the woman does. The man, you know, has to partake in certain things just as the woman does, because she's still working the same 40 hours that you are. So that's more how I've seen the majority of households, you know, are. But I feel like it could happen. Me personally, I don't work 40 hours a week. I'm mostly in the house, but my husband has a regular job and also owns a business. So he's not here a lot to be able to maintain that type of, you know, traditional kind of lifestyle.
Or, well, he's not there a lot, so you can maintain it, right?
You're right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, to maintain it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it always was, you know? And you know what I hated about that? Is that the women that are home while he's slaving get to complain about the fact that he ain't home. And they leave their marriages because they were lonely. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? How do you think we're going to make it? Right? And I just never understood that. And then it's always been justified. He wasn't here. He wasn't. No shit. Kids cost a lot of money. House you want costs a lot of money. Trips you want cost a lot of money. Car you want costs a lot of money. How you think we make money? Sitting inside? Especially years back. I just get confused. Go, Alex.
I think it's realistic, but it's not common. To Mary's point, I think a lot of people are in a space with inflation. You know, you both have to work. And you both have to work. You come home and there's a household to be taken care of. And because you were both at work and putting in those hours, a lot of times the work does end up getting, not a lot of times, but it's easier for the work to be split. I know for myself, I work a full-time job. So does my husband, but he also has a part-time job. And we don't have kids yet, but I think about, I don't know how we would be able to do that with and be comfortable with just one income. And I also wouldn't want to put that stress on him because I do have the ability to work. So because I have the ability to work, I want to do my part in contributing to the household, even if he doesn't ask me to do so. So I definitely think it's realistic, but how common is it is another conversation.
I got a quick question. So do you consider just not working as much, you not being able to contribute to the household as much as him because he works more?
I feel bad that I don't have a second job sometimes. I mean, because of that, I feel like, you know what, because I'm not working, let me go ahead and let me do the extraness and do this and do that. I always try to make sure that I do my part so when he's coming home, things are in order and so forth and so forth. And I know if I'm wanting something, I don't have to ask twice about it. You know what I mean? I don't ask, I want this, and he's picking up extra shifts. To Hamp's point, like, you want certain things, but you also need to understand that I'm working. So there was a point where I was complaining. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're always gone. But I'm like, I also don't want to selfishly change our lifestyle.
Okay, because on my end, my husband actually prefers me to be home more because he feels like what I do at home takes a lot more weight off of him versus if I was to be working a full-time job. He feels like what I do, you know, is in regards to his clothes, packing his lunch, make sure he got breakfast, make sure the kids are taken to school, make sure, you know, I'm cooking dinner every day. He feels like he goes to work and comes home and has to do nothing. So he feels like to him that weighs so much more than what I would be providing financially if I worked full time.
And that big piece of chicken better be on that plate
every day.
What you think, sis?
Sleep. I think it's possible, you know, if men would wife some of these single women, you know, particularly black men, they still going outside our race, dating Puerto Ricans, dating white women, you know, doing the most. I think it's possible though if they stay home and marry some of these women that they're having sex with occasionally. I do.
Okay. Damn. You think this dynamic is realistic?
I think it is. If they would stay home, once again, date their own women and build together. I think it's possible.
Are you saying just black women, like black on black, white on white, whatever the case is? Or are you saying like what did you expound on it? Anything?
I was reading the question out loud for myself because am I confused? Is it possible a traditional husband and wife dynamic? Is it possible in this day and age?
Realistic, yeah.
Realistic. Yes, yes, I think it is.
How?
I said my answer. Oh,
are you saying if they just gotta marry the women they sleeping with, or?
Did I? Did I add some? I added somewhere into it.
Marry the woman they sleeping with, or God Almighty.
Like, I guess the issue is, men think women, the modern women, are too out there and too whatever. Men are creating these stank modern women that they don't want to marry and stuff like that by not getting in relationships. So I still do think it's realistic. Yes, I do.
How are men creating them?
Because when you slide through 11 a.m. between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m., you know, you're giving women false hope and you're not returning. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think y'all
yeah, get it together because you're going left.
Hold on.
Very far left.
Too tired.
Okay. What I'm saying is
stop. Let me ask you a couple questions. You just answer my question. So 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. that's his fault.
But no, what I'm saying is men are not taking women serious these days. They're taking the easy road, just fucking and keep jumping from one to the other.
Who controls access to sex? Who controls?
He can't come over at 11 o'clock.
No. I'm not.
Let me do the Q&A real quick. Who controls access to sex, men or women?
But men control access to relationship, is what you said.
Question: who controls access to sex, men or women?
I guess women have to let them in.
So, who's creating that dynamic, men or women?
But the relationship is what I was referring to, playing off your question.
Okay. But you know what you wanted to do, sis, earlier?
What?
Listen to the 2 married women that told you to thought it out. Listen to the 2 single women that told you to live your best life. But I know good and goddamn well nobody up here want to be single.
I don't think they said that, and I don't
Put him in the
think
fucking bathroom. Get him out of here.
Where's your button? Your button's not working. I don't think they said that, and I don't think I would listen to that advice. So that's that.
You're doing a lot of nodding earlier. Go ahead, Chief.
I just feel like that went left real fast. So far left, it's hard to come back from. I think it's just so I'm clear. Was the implication that the traditional husband and wife dynamic can't exist outside of interracial relationships? Is that what she was saying? I'm just curious. I'll make sure I understand what she was saying clearly.
That's what she was saying. That's what
Repeat your question, Chief.
So your initial, were you saying that outside of like if a black man dates outside of race, the traditional husband and wife dynamic is not realistic?
I think I was just speaking for the black culture. Like it's possible if men, black or any man, I guess, but black men. These are all black men on here, right? Marry their women and not just choose to stay single and fuck a bunch of different women. I think it's realistic. You guys are creating, well, fuck niggas, along with scorned women. So that's what I'm getting at. Now that might be a different question, but that's what's on my mind.
I think so. I think so. Feel like it's a completely different thing, but I mean, yeah, a little bit. But all good. I guess I kind of see your point, but to Hamp's point, like they do that finger pointing again. Like, who controls access to sex? You got to repeat the question.
Yeah. So women control access to sex. We know that. So,
all right, the traditional husband and wife role dynamic, I think it can be realistic, but I think just having the dual income household just makes for even a much greater life, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the vacations and all that excess shit that you want outside of that.
Yeah. And also just, in terms of, well, go ahead. Who did not get? What you guys think?
Yo, let me answer the actual motherfucking question. Is a traditional husband and wife dynamic realistic this day and age? Hell to the fucking no. Mm-hmm. Y'all be hearing these lyrics in these songs, son. Real ass bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. Rich nigga, 8 figures, or is it 6 figures, whatever, that's my type. This is not like some shit that when we talk about a traditional husband and just break that part down, ain't no woman nowadays submitting to that. Like, let's be real. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, sis, to your point, if these niggas are creating that type of woman, again, how can a traditional husband compete with that? That doesn't make no sense. Like, so I don't think it's realistic at all. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all giving kind of like both answers. Like, it can, but that wasn't the question. Is it? It's not realistic at all. Like, that's not the day and age that we live in. Y'all know the traditional husband gonna want the big piece of chicken. We already know where Asia stand with that. No disrespect. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot more like you, Asia. You know what I'm saying? Because of a lot of the stuff that me and Eddie be talking about, like historically, how the government has impacted most households. Ain't no woman sitting around waiting for no nigga to step up to the plate to come cut the grass for housing and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you definitely not getting the big piece of chicken. Man getting the big piece of chicken in that situation, especially if she getting the food stamps because of him. So let's keep it real.
I'm with Q.
Is man a child? Q?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's her oldest.
Damn. Hey,
I just want to clear my name, yo. Like,
look what they fucking with you in the queue in the comments. Q, go ahead, Asia.
I want to clear my name. fucking fried chicken. I don't want to talk about fried chicken anymore, right? Like, it's not about
It could have been baked
chicken.
chicken. Go ahead.
Yeah, as long as it's the big piece, don't matter what kind it is.
I don't even want to talk about chicken anymore. My point is, right? I'm ignoring that comment. But my point was, I just want a man to be a man, right? I want a man. I want a man's man, a manly man, right? And so just play your part. And there's no issue with me submitting to you. There's no issue with me giving you anything and everything that you ask for. I just told him this before the podcast started with just me and him at like 8:30 p.m. tonight. I will give my man anything and everything he asks for. I just want him to play his part. Right. And no, it's not just money, but that is a piece of it. Like, I want you to be a provider, like be a true provider, right? Provide also for me emotionally. I've said this putting in podcast too. Provide me emotionally, spiritually, monetarily, be there, like do all of the things, not be perfect because I'm not perfect. I'm flawed too. But just us being able to build together, going the same, journeying on the same path and all of that. Like, you can get anything and everything from me. I just need
love. I don't think women let us. I don't think, not to cut you off, but I don't think women let men get to that point though.
Why not? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because I think women tend to give up on men too quick before they can actually get to the stage where they can be that type of man that you guys are looking for.
If we have to, I get what I think we kind of said this before a couple of podcasts ago, and yeah, I get that. Like you all feel, men, I say you all, you feel that we give up too quickly, but you have to understand, we don't want to have to jump through hoops of fire for you to finally realize that place or play that part, right? And I think a lot of the times, I think Chief even said it one time, we being men may not know how to say it. Or, we are kind of awkward at it, but give us patience, give us grace, and and all of the things. But it's like, in the meantime, between time, we are human and we get frustrated as well. So I definitely believe that grace on both parts needs to be exhibited. But all of that to say, we're the mature, high vibrational women. We're ready. We really don't want to build a bear. We don't want to build a bear. We don't want to build a man. We kind of want you to come have the foundational elements there. That's all.
But do y'all trust us though, love? Do y'all trust us though?
I'll be very honest with you. I'll be very honest with you. Sometimes it's hard. I'll be very honest.
No,
it is hard.
Are you? Let's check this out. Would you feel comfortable being with a man and you don't know if your mortgage is being paid every month? Would you be comfortable with that?
Wait, okay, so we're together and we live here together, and he's not paying it?
And you never see the bill. You never see the bill come in or anything like that. You don't know if it's getting paid every month or not. Would you feel comfortable with that? He got
it.
You giving your man 100% of you, supposedly. Would you feel comfortable not knowing? Process. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said.
I'm just being real talk.
That's why I said.
But hold up. But please let me expound upon this. Right? It's a process, yes, but that's where the grace and the patience comes in on both of our parts. Give me the patience and the grace as well, to kind of ease into that. And we're gonna ease into each other.
But why does it always, like I said earlier, why does it always feel like you guys gotta have an exit plan? Or
I think that's an exit plan. I don't think it's. Go ahead, him. I don't think it's.
Let me. I can't do it. Fuck that. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to all y'all. Y'all are not the prize. I know they've been telling y'all that for years because men been simping and fucking happy wife, happy life. You are not the prize, right? You don't have enough capability to be the prize, right?
Who wants to hear that?
You have to thoroughly understand that if you have a man, you are stronger, you are protected, you are provided for. Your life will be easier.
That's
okay, women do provide us. God damn, is there any decorum?
But all I'm saying is this:
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
But you
I'm
can't
not
beat up on
done.
women.
I'm
So you're
not
saying they're
done.
not
I'm not done.
surprised,
I'm not
though.
done. And see, here's the thing. You think what you about to say gonna make a difference about what I'm saying? It's not. Women have to thoroughly understand that, right? Men have been beaten down and trodden for a long time, right? Y'all could talk about pay gaps and all that shit, but when it comes to our households, men have been undervalued. And when you see men step out, it's because we're underappreciated. It ain't even for the lack of sex. Okay? I'm gonna use my brothers as tangible examples. I'm gonna use Bub. 18 fucking hour days. The majority of women are incapable of that. Shit, most men might be incapable of that. Right? But we have the fucking capacity. You understand? Right? What we can do, y'all can't do. I said this already. I'm going to say it again. Right? But it's not underappreciating women. It's understanding what we have to offer. And when you're talking about bringing a family together and protecting children, men can do that better than women. You understand? I could go out and hustle and work 18-hour days like I do because I had the capacity. Okay, so when you're talking about a family nuclear structure, a family dynamic, men are the prize. You need to find the right man so you could be kept and be successful and be under his covering. All that other sentimental bullshit ain't gonna get you nowhere.
It was just giving the mind of a woman. That's all. So Bub and I were having dialogue, and
I don't know what y'all niggas was talking about. I'm mad at Bub too.
Have another sip of the whiskey, Ham. Me and Bub and I were having a dialogue.
I'm mad at Bub too. I'm pissed.
I just wanted to give him some insight into where sometimes women, as he said, escape plans aren't escape plan. It's more just giving him an insight, and we need patience as well. There she go, right there. You want to talk to sis?
No. My sister in love.
Oh, men are the prize.
Damn right.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say we're not the prize. Like I think the relationship is the prize, right? A loving relationship is the prize. I don't want to say you're not the prize. I'm not the prize.
I quit. Sis, run this shit. I'm out.
Wait, what did they say? Men are the prize?
She said that in a previous podcast though.
Oh,
and it hit one of his buttons, but did she explained it? So
yeah,
never mind. But she said it though.
Yeah, she said it. She said it. We took it in the vacuum. Then she broke it down. I remember.
So are you done with your tantrum now?
No, but I'm serious.
I'm done talking. It's cool.
You really have to do this, right? And you put yourself here, right? But you look at this as under. It's not. It's a covering. That's what y'all gotta understand.
No, I agree.
Good God Almighty! What the fuck?
No, I said I agree with you. I agree with you. I said.
Can I finish it? No, I can't. Somebody say something, Mary. I can't.
Don't pick me.
Q usually tell me. Q will tell me if I'm bugging or not.
You on point as shit. It's just y'all cracking me up.
Right. Listen.
Y'all don't let each other finish. That's what it is. It's both of y'all.
Oh my God! Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Everybody look at Alex.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Tiny ass nose.
Stop.
Yo, man, I can't. Yo, y'all crazy, man. I'm listening. I'm trying to, and I know Q will get on me if I'm doing too much, but I know I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? That shit just ill. But is the dynamic achievable today?
No.
What'd you say, Ish?
It is achievable. I don't think it's realistic. And I really think that it would be selfish because, the economy is crazy. Eggs cost the same as a full tank of gas. So
yeah.
I think a gallon. I just think that it would be selfish for, a lot of men don't have the capacity to make enough money to pay all the bills by themselves. And to have a man sit out there and stress so that a woman can stay at home, I think it's selfish. But if a man has the money to do so, then it's achievable.
But you're saying it's unrealistic just to achieve that much money with
It's definitely
inflation and all that.
unrealistic. Like I was able to work one job and pay my bills. Now I'm working two. You know, like it's
Yeah.
it's hard out here. So.
Yeah. No, definitely. Who didn't answer? I feel like Chief. I feel like you didn't get an answer. But I could be wrong.
Adrian ain't answer.
I think A went like second.
He was first.
First, right?
No, when you asked us, he went first. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, man. I just feel so dejected right now. I feel like I want what's best for y'all, but y'all don't want what's best for yourselves.
Don't put us all in that bubble. Yeah.
Except for Isha.
Don't put me in that damn bubble either.
What are we doing
Except for
wrong?
Mary.
I don't get it. I don't
Well,
get it.
I mean,
You
well,
don't fucking listen.
You lost the sauce, boy.
Here's the main thing I have a problem with is Alex.
What you want to say, him?
She jump in there, say some fly shit, trying to stay on code, and then you put people in the wrong direction, nigga. But you ain't going in that direction.
What are you about the what I said earlier today?
Yeah, I'm on that ass. Yeah.
You're not on nothing here. I said what I said. She is a grown woman. That is her house. And if she wants to have her son downstairs in the garage or the basement or whatever it is, that is her business to do so.
It's just smiling. See the shit.
That is her business.
Alice, I hope your hat get loose and fall off and take that hair with you too. I hope that all
Sure.
Yeah. Hey man, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button if you can. That helps the channel most, man. It's been a great dialogue. I want to ask one more thing. Look at Sir say he ain't know what the fuck that sound was. He thought it was frying chicken. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Shout out to Sir. Hey man, the chat been popping. Shout out to Knowledge. Shout out to Mike Brown, of course. Umar, Bees, Kevin. Kevin been popping the whole night. Sinead was kind of late. She must have had a meeting. Manosphere. I mean, O'Shea was in the building. We appreciate that. Chaotic came through. You know what I mean? Z been popping all night. He said, Asia be trying to abuse me, man. Z, I'm going to try to stop her if I can, man. That nigga got superpowers. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody. I want to leave y'all with this. What if I told y'all real quick that when kids are kidnapped, 98% of the time their fathers are not there? That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Does that resonate?
Yeah.
For sure.
Look at Asia's face.
Yeah. Kids are very rarely, if ever, kidnapped when their father's around. Just think about that for a second. I don't have to articulate the reasons why. Just think about that. Even if Adrian can't throw no hands, the fact that he might be able to, you probably leave that kid alone. Right? Could be because he's 6'1.5". Nigga got a little pop belly now and shit.
252. I mean.
252. Yeah, that shit in the wrong places though, Playboy. But you know, but just think about that for a second. Right? Even when you're talking about your kids, when you're talking about the value of a person. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just want to drop that in there. Listen, man, y'all been awesome tonight. We appreciate everybody. I don't really fuck with Jerry Springer as y'all know, but I do like one of his constructs. Lord God, please let her be prepared. Sis. Fuck me. Final thought. Oh shit, I removed her.
I don't really have one.
Oh my God.
I don't have one. Big
Mary?
feet off.
Yo.
Listen, you can keep finessing me if it mean I ain't got to work 40 hours a week.
Word. Ish.
You can't live a soft life and be hard all the time. Let them walls down so somebody can love you.
Word. Bro.
Yo, ladies, man, y'all need to put more trust in us, and don't feel bad if you're getting dropped off at work in the morning, and coming home at 5 and still gotta cook and take care of your man. Let's get it.
Word. You.
Yo, shout out to Z. Yo, I love you more. You feel me? Fuck with my brand. You know what I'm saying? Get your African t-shirts and your African hoodies and hats and all that. Fuck with Bub's brand. You feel me? Go to that website and fuck with our brand. You feel what I'm saying? Is there any decorum t-shirts?
Word. Alex.
Give the man the big piece of the chicken. It's not that deep. Give it to him. And I stand on what I say. Don't lose no fight in front of me. Don't lose no race, no competition, nothing. Because I'm going to look at you different.
Love.
I just, Escape said it best. What I need from you is understanding. And I'm a flawed being, and not perfect, but I definitely need patience and grace. And I will absolutely give that to my man, because we are on the same journey and path, and we want to grow, and we see each other into each other's soul. And so, I don't always say the right things, neither will he, but there's an understanding that we have with one another. And my man is out there.
Word. Chief.
I'm sorry. Yo, the first one, this has been an awesome episode. I laughed the whole time. I appreciate y'all. This light one was good, man. Final thoughts is, if you can't fight, try your best to avoid the fight, because getting beat up in front of your wife and kids is not the move. And fellas, if she don't give you the big piece of chicken, you need to reconsider the relationship. That means she don't respect you.
Mm-hmm. Word. Ish.
I already went, but good night.
Oh, is it Alex? I got Alex. Mary?
Adrian didn't go. Mary went. Adrian didn't go. Oh my God.
Hey, yo. Hold on, I'm talking. Honor men always. Men definitely be patient with the women, yo. I know we hear they a little lost sometimes. It's gonna take patience. It's gonna take some understanding with them. They'll get right. I absolutely would punch a woman in the face if she try to fight my wife. And y'all enjoy yourself, man. Take care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Word. Now, y'all did an amazing job. They exclaimed because I repeated a couple people. Now, mind you, this is the 81st episode. The first time I repeated a couple people, but whatever. I'll take it.
Definitely not the first.
Somebody got to be the. Is my final thought. Thank you. Somebody got to be the best. Why not me? So a lot of time criticism comes with that. You know what I mean? But the good thing is called self-esteem and not we-esteem. You feel me? I'm gonna tell you right now. People do not change. They mask. So I don't know how much somebody's gonna grow, but they can still learn. So when you learn it, you can try to implement it in your daily life. But you're gonna always have to fight them feelings and urges to be the same person you always been. But that's gonna get you the results you've always gotten. I'm telling you right now, what I said tonight, I don't know everything, but I do know this. Men are the prize. Men can do things women can't do. And we need our women to support us in everything that we do. If you play that role for the right man, watch the results that you receive. Right? You can't punish a man. You can't tell a man what to do. Those are his kids. Right? But if you support that man, help him raise those kids, right? Help him understand things differently by giving your perspective in a feminine and submissive way. The results you got that you can achieve, the sky is the limit. But keep talking that shit and see where we land.
Y'all heard the man.
You know what I'm saying? Sis, stop smiling so much. You trying to smile to stay awake. Man, this nigga. I swear to God, boy. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.